children, welcome back to your English class. In today's English class, we are going to read chapter number 3 of our English reader, A Foggy Morning. This is an interesting story of a little boy named Rishi, and the story is based on science fiction. Well, children, I hope you all are aware of some science fiction stories. Krish was one of the most popular movie liked by all children which was based on science fiction. Well, children, UFOs, aliens, space and all these things are related to science fiction. Now let us read the chapter and enjoy this new experience. A foggy morning. Rishi was waiting at the bus stop one morning when a stranger appears and talks to him. The stranger is no ordinary person, but he just can't seem to impress Rishi. Hello, young man. What is your name? Rishi was startled by the sudden voice behind him. Rishi, he blurted out as he turned around. There was no one there. The lane was empty as usual on the cold, foggy morning. At 6:30 a.m., only birds and school kids were up. A throat-clearing sound came from behind him. Rishi whirled round and bumped into a thickly padded overcoat. Sorry, he said and stepped back. The stranger was a comical sight. From the lower end of his army green overcoat peeped two brown boots. His collar was upturned and on his head was a large white floppy cricketer's cap. Must be a retired army man out for a morning stroll, thought Rishi. Are you going on a hike or something? That's a big backpack to carry. Don't be silly. I am going to school. I am waiting for the school bus. Ah, maths and geography and all that? Ah, do you like school? It's okay. You like maths? Give me a difficult one. Let's see how fast I can do it. The man's obviously crazy, thought Rishi. Well, why not? It'll help to pass the time. The fog was delaying the bus again. 9,989,762 divided by 786. Rishi rattled out the first large number that came into his head. That's very easy. 12,709 plus decimal. That was fast. Rishi pulled out a ruler from his bag. The ruler had a solar calculator. The stranger prompted as Rishi keyed in the numbers. The answer was right. So what? Shakuntala Devi can do more difficult sums than a computer. Who is he? How long have you known him? Where is he from? Have you met him? The question poured out. It's a she. Haven't you heard about her? She has been holding shows all over the world. I see. Can she do this? He held out a huge gloved hand and then he closed his palm. When he opened it, there was a long, thin chocolate bar in it. No, thank you. I don't like chocolates, Rishi said as the man offered the bar to him. He loved chocolates, but he wasn't going to accept one from a stranger. The man closed his palm, turned it over and opened it once again. Nothing fell out. The chocolate had disappeared. That was a good trick. Are you a magician? A magician? Oh no, anyone can do it where I come from. He held out his hand again, closed the palm, and opened it. There was a tiny toy car in it. He handed it to Rishi. Can I keep this? Of course. Is that? Your overcoat is so filled out? Rishi asked. Do you hide lot of things there? Hide? Do you think I am producing these things from my coat pocket? You are wrong, but let it be. Rishi stood playing with the car. Suddenly it slipped from his hand and fell at the feet. Wait, the man said as Rishi bent to pick it up. The man's right arm and the sleeve lengthened longer and longer. It grew until fingers reached the ground. The hand closed on the car and retreated upward. There, he said, how did you do that? I have never seen a trick like that before. You still think I am playing tricks? Give me the car for a moment, will you? Rishi handed it over. The man's arm extended again right up to the middle of the road. The car was put down. Now see, as Rishi watched, the tiny silver grey toy made the sound of an engine starting up. Slowly it began to move forward. The car screeched as it went round a pebble. When it had travelled a few feet, it made a sharp about turn on two wheels and sped back towards Rishi. Yes, a very good ventriloquist, Rishi said amazingly as he picked up the car and slipped it into his pocket. Those car noises really sounded like they were coming from the car. I am not a ventriloquist. Rishi felt sorry for him. After all, the poor man was trying to entertain him, and for free. Are all boys like you, meaning smart? Oh no, I am not good at studies, but I read lot of books. The man was quiet. He seemed upset. Just then the bus arrived. It turned into the lane and stopped in front of them. Bye, Rishi said without looking back and began to climb up the steps. Halfway up, he turned back. You didn't tell me your name, he shouted above the noise of the bus and the kids. But there was no one in the lane. It was empty as it had been at 6:25 a.m.